And welcome back to the Integrated Media Center here on the campus of Geneva College. I'm Chris Matthews, the Sports Information Director, and today we are joined by the female student athlete of the week, Danny Lincoln, a junior, right, goalkeeper on the women's soccer team. You are the PAC and the NCCA Defensive Soccer Player of the Week, so pretty high honors there. You had back-to-back shutouts over the weekend, so congrats on that, and thanks for stopping by and joining us for just a couple of minutes. Remind us how you ended up picking Geneva College.
Honestly, I narrowed it down to two schools. Geneva was one of them, obviously, and it came down to, for me, the atmosphere on the campus. Both schools that I was looking at had the academics and the athletics I was looking for, but after visiting, it just had the right home feel, the right spiritual feel for me on the campus that I was looking for.
Gotcha. Now, you guys went up to New York over the weekend, actually an overnight trip, which I don't think you guys have a lot of throughout the year. So I'm curious what that was like. You obviously had a game Friday, stayed somewhere Friday night, another game Saturday. So I'm assuming not only fun playing, but just spending time with the team off campus. What was that like?
Yeah, so Friday night, we ended up finishing up the game pretty late. I mean, around 7:30 after getting ourselves around. And then we ended up heading to Niagara Falls, which was pretty cool for me since I've never been there before. And at night, they had the lights shining on it. So it was a really cool experience to have with the team and just kind of grab something to eat and hung out with the team a little bit before getting to bed and getting ready the next day for game number 2. So. Gotcha. Now, your goalie, I'm curious how you kind of organize the defense ahead of you. I know some goalies are very vocal, but whether you're vocal or not, I'm sure you're watching where the defenders are, where the strikers are, and trying to communicate there. How does that all work out for you? Yeah, so for me, I'm not off the field as vocal as some other people on the team are. So that's definitely one of the areas I kind of struggle with as a keeper, is being more vocal on the team. But I've grown a lot, I think, over the years and getting better at that, feeling more comfortable in that position. So it's definitely not something I'm big into, but I've definitely grown in that area to get the job done and get people where I need them to be.
I got you. Now, you're obviously a pretty good goalie. I'm curious, growing up, have you always been a goalie? At some point, did somebody say, hey, get in goal, Danny, and things just went from there? Or how did that come about?
Yeah. So growing up, I played since I was like 5 years old. Always played on the field, actually more of like a forward or midfielder. And it wasn't until about 7th grade, I think, that our keeper had a serious injury, and our coach was looking around trying to figure out who to throw in goal. And my dad was an assistant coach at the time, so he kind of gave me a shove, and so I tried it out, and it wasn't my favorite thing at first, but it definitely grew on me with playing multiple sports as a kid. It just kind of encompassed all of the things I liked about each sport in one position.
I'd say it's worked out pretty well so far. Transitioning a little bit to your coursework, I'm curious what your semester looks like. You're a couple weeks in now. How are you balancing academics with athletic requirements?
Yeah, so I'm an engineering major, so that can kind of get a little overwhelming at times. I've definitely adjusted and fixed my time management skills as I need to, and that's definitely come in handy with the course load I have. But so far, it's been pretty manageable. We'll see as we get into the semester how that'll go, but I'm feeling pretty good about it so far.
Gotcha. Now, I always close with final four quick questions. Just give me the first thing that pops in the top of your head. Do you consider yourself more of a messy person or a neat person?
Definitely neat.
A neat person, good. Favorite food station at Alex's, if you did Alex's?
Ooh, probably the pasta. Yeah.
There are a lot of good selections that weren't there when I was in school, so that's good. Have you ever gotten a card before? At any level, not just like a yellow card or a red card. At any level, not just...
I've definitely gotten a yellow card before.
All right. As a goalie?
Yeah.
Wow, good job. And then lastly, do you get to pick the color of your jersey? Because you wear orange, right?
Yeah.
Is that just a given to you, or you get to pick it?
It's just given.
All right, I thought maybe you had some flexibility there on favorite color or something. All right, well, again, congrats to a good weekend, back-to-back shutouts and the honors and everything. We do appreciate you stopping by for just a couple of minutes. All right, well, that will do it for this edition of the Student Athlete of the Week. I'm Chris Matthews, joined today by Danny Lincoln. Until next time, storm on.